I need all the breweries out there to stop playing around. You're playing with my emotions. You're playing with nostalgia. Things that I loved, gotta let them go. Now, I don't know if these are still available. I haven't seen one in forever, but tonight we're drinking a Choco Taco beer. What is going on, everyone? Josh here, Half-Assed Beer Review, and tonight we are trying a can of Chocolate Taco 10W40 Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate, vanilla, and lactose chocolate taco beer. It's genius. Wire Brewing Company, 8% ABV, and Wire is out of Asheville, North Carolina. Actually, this is brewed and canned by the Three Rings Brewing Company, but Wire seems to be part of it. But you look at the can, it's silver, right? But there's a little bit of Choco Taco on the bottom. A little story about myself. Choco Taco was the best part of eating in high school. I know. In a world where things weren't homemade anymore, the Choco Taco was a safe haven for a lot of people. There were times where I'd have a Choco Taco after lunch, and then after school, they have like a snack cart or some dumb thing that opens up, and guess what they have there? Choco Tacos. And if you played your cards right, and you had enough money, guess what? You were getting 2 Choco Tacos in one day. Now, I'm not going to be drinking 2 Choco Taco beers in one sitting, because 8% ABV, that gets a little up there, and I might start doing things on camera that I regret, or that I have to put on Patreon, or the other one. Yeah. But anyway, Wire Brewing Company, Choco Taco. I saw it. I had to have it. I've had Wire before, the 10W40. I think I've had some kind of banana thing from them. I don't really remember, but I think I liked it. Wire Brewing Company, they're spoken kind of highly of. So let's crack this open. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, and see what it's got going on. Hasn't even touched the fridge. I want all the aroma. I want all of the flavors in this glass. 10W40. You think with something like 10W40, it might be the most motor oily beer in the world, or it really, grease the throat. 10W40, DW40, right? Maybe it makes everything go down a little bit easier. You're throwing back, Kogels or whatever. This beer's dark. Let's hold it up to the light. Yeah, there's no light getting through this one. A very beautiful. These are the way I like my heads. This is the way I like my head. Just brown. I mean, you can't fighting through this. It doesn't get better than that, right? Oh man, a nice chocolatey smell, a little bit of lactose in there. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla, but that's okay. I'm just getting big chocolate, big stout maltiness out of this one, and I'm pretty excited. Nothing really in the coffee realm, but just big cocoa flavor coming out of this one. Cocoa smell coming out of this one. Yeah, get your words right. I know, but this is, after all, Half-Assed Beer Review. Now, we've smelt it, we've looked at it, and we've talked enough about it. Let's try this beer. As always on Half-Assed Beer Review, we do little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. Smooth, chocolatey, very creamy. Not a lot of vanilla. The vanilla is slightly there, but this thing is solid. Like, the maltiness is kind of like the waffle cone. This thing's on another level. It's like chocolatey waffle cone, a little bit of vanilla, and it's super creamy. I am a fan of this one. Now, don't stop doing this. Wire, from the intro, I know. This thing's good. I need another drink. Very light mouthfeel to it. It kind of does a good job of coating the tongue. Not huge on the aftertaste. What you're left with on the aftertaste is a little bit of chocolatey bitterness, and I am definitely okay with that. But this thing is a Choco Taco in beer form. The only difference is it isn't cold, but I'm still okay with that. Like, think this thing is phenomenal. I'm going to take another drink. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, everything about it is great. The little bit of bitterness, the chocolatiness, the creaminess, the malty waffle cone-esque appeal to it. Slight hints of vanilla. They did what they set out to do, and I gotta give props to Wire Brewing Company for doing this one. Now the question of the night, Josh, would you ever buy this beer again? I gotta tell ya, yeah, I would. I'd probably buy the whole 4-pack. I'd buy a case if I could. So this is a dumb gripe, and it's not against Wire Brewing Company. This is more about the genre of beer in general. But this would be really cool to have cold, like really cold. But the flavors might just not be there, because that's really where stout flavors kind of start to come out, is when it gets a little more room temperature, a little warmer like that. So that's just me wishing something that's probably impossible until science fixes it. Other than that, this beer's flawless. Like I said, I'd get a whole case of it just to kind of have it around. This stuff is good. Shout out Wire Brewing Company for brewing good stouts like this chocolate taco. Now, that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out Chocolate Taco from Wire Brewing Company. I am floored by this one. It is phenomenal. If you're new here, how about you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, leave me a comment. Have you ever had this beer? What have you had from Wire Brewing Company out of North Carolina? Shout out Wayne, shout out Nutmeg to Palmetto, Southern Beer Bling. I think he's only on Instagram though. Just the people down that way. You got Blue Ice, you got Brian the Beer Snob in Georgia. I'm sure they get plenty of their stuff down there, but it's just very rare here. Picked it up and I love it. And also check out those names I just dropped, right? Do that. Before we go, check out my good friends Banter and Babble for the best pop culture wrap-up of the week, Wednesday nights on Twitch at 9 o'clock. And my good friend, Drastin the Dungeon Master over at 7 Dungeons on Twitch, Monday nights at 7 o'clock. I'm getting together with those guys. In October, we're going to have a real cool beer fest beer review that we're doing. I'm super pumped about it. It's fall themed and it's going to go hard. We're going to have a lot of fun and drink a lot of beer because we don't have to worry about driving or any of that stuff. So make sure you look out for that. And as always, keep your fridges full and have a great night.